Welcome back to a Whiskey Adventure. I'm Matt and this is Vincent, and today we've got a bottle review quest for you guys. This one is Vincent's bottle. This is Maker's Mark Heart Release.
Heart Release 2024. I think this was, what is it on the side here? Volume 1 of 5.
Yeah,
so this is back when it first was started releasing last year.
Yeah, they never did other volumes.
Not that
so
I know
I don't know if it's like one per year. Not really sure what's going on with that. Yeah, so.
Yeah, this is coming in at 56% or 112 proof.
Yep.
And
10 virgin toasted French oak staves. That's the stave profile. And they say notes of caramel, chocolate, and maple. So they spell whiskey without the E. I don't like that. It should be spelled with an E in America. Texas does it without the E as well, but they don't have. Actually, there is an E in Texas. I don't like it. I know it's controversial. It doesn't really matter, but I prefer it with the E.
Scotch drinker prefer it without.
I'm Irish, so. But yeah, let's get into the notes here. See if we can find any of them notes. Immediately, it's fruity. Definitely some like a milk chocolate, like milk chocolate covered strawberries, maybe.
Definitely getting the chocolate. A little bit of vanilla in there.
Yeah. If they're saying maple, it's not really like a sweet maple. It's like a very unsweet maple. I don't know how else to describe that. I don't know. Like if you've ever had like a barrel aged maple syrup, it's kind of got that like darker, less sweetness to it. There's another fruit in there, like a.
Getting a little bit more of some grainy notes.
I keep wanting to say pear. I don't really eat pears. I don't like pears. I don't like the texture of pears. But it makes me want to say pear.
Yeah, I kind of want to say that too.
A little bit oakiness. By the way, I'm not usually a big French oak guy. There are, some exceptions. This is one of those exceptions. Granted, it's French oak staves. It's not a French oak barrel,
right?
So probably makes a difference. Yeah, I mean, it smells good.
Yeah, it is very, very nice nose.
Follows through on the palate. It's a little
spicy,
a little less sweet, I want to say. That mapley note is kind of on the finish. Again, it's not a very sweet maple. It's not like you're drinking Angel's Envy rye, that's straight maple syrup. This is like a hint of maple, This is like maybe like an old fashioned that you made with maple syrup instead of simple syrup.
Right. It's just there. It's just very. It's in that back part of the palate towards the finish.
It is definitely caramely for sure. Very caramely. I wouldn't really say. There's like a hint of that strawberry, but it's very light. It's like when you get to like the top of the strawberry where it like starts to turn white. It's kind of like that,
Okay, I can see that.
Or maybe like an unripe strawberry. I mean, it's damn good. Honestly, when I first So I had a bottle. I still got like a little bit of it. When I first had it, I wasn't like super impressed by it. I think this is definitely one of those bottles that gets better over time, though, for sure, like way better over time. I'm a much bigger fan of the Lost Recipe.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, well, so good I bought a second bottle, and it's still sealed actually.
Nice.
But this, over time, it's gotten significantly better. Like Lost Recipe, I would put in like the 90s. Initially, I would have put this in like the 70s, but now I'll say it's probably like mid 80s for me.
Okay.
So it's a really good pour. I think it's, you know, definitely one of the best that Makers has done as far as like budget friendly. You know, it's like at Total Wine, I think it's like $66 right now.
Yeah, I think that's what I paid for it. Total
Yeah.
60.
I think it was like $60 at Costco as well. I've seen it on secondary, which is crazy to me, but I've seen it for like $90 to $100 on secondary, which...
Híjole.
I mean, I've had worse bourbons at that price point.
True.
So...
I mean, like that Blood Oath we had not that long ago.
Yeah, I would definitely rather have this than the Blood Oath. That's for damn sure.
I've never been disappointed by any Makers product on there. They've all been really good hits, good solid ones.
The only one that I wasn't a huge fan of was a store pick from a Total Wine when I was out in Dallas in 2023. It wasn't bad. It was just like super grassy. That's not really. I feel like there is a lot of the private picks that have that grassy note, and I'm not a big fan of that. But anytime they do like these stave releases that are released by Makers, I think they do a really excellent job with it. So, Trenton over at SLB has been asking for them to do some ryes.
That would be nice.
I feel like if they did ryes, it would probably be like a low rye, like a 50 to 51 to 60% rye with some corn in there. I would love to see them do an American single malt though.
Yeah.
Hopefully they could do it right, because Jack Daniels didn't do a great job, and Booker or Jim Beam didn't do a great job from what I've heard. I haven't had Claremont Steep, but I've heard not great things about it. Can't remember what other macro did. Woodford, I haven't had that one, but I'm sure it's just mid, like most of their stuff.
Yeah.
Double Oaked is great, don't get me wrong. Should be cast strength, or at least cast strength version. They did the double oaked, but then still did it at the same fucking proof as regular double oaked. Like, come on, what are we doing, dude?
And give you the higher end price on it.
Yeah, like, come on, man. But yeah, kind of going off track a little bit. But this is a great pour. Let's add a little bit of water to it. See what that does to it. I'm hoping that it brings out a little bit more of that fruitiness. I will say I'm not a big fan of Makers 46, the French oak version, ironically. I haven't had it in a couple years, so. Oh yeah, definitely fruitier.
Yeah.
A little bit more, a little chocolateier, like a little darker.
Definitely more fruit, more dark chocolate with it.
Yeah. Definitely like the nose more. That grainy nose that you're talking before, it completely disappeared. This kind of reminds me of the Cellar Aged now. It had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie, but then the fruitiness just never showed up. It's like the fruit was invited to the party, and like the fruit was like, yeah, I'll be there.
Doesn't show up.
Never showed up. And which is sad, because everything else improved dramatically for me, honestly. It definitely became a much darker, richer pour. But I'm missing that fruitiness. if there was like a middle ground, maybe if we added a little bit less water, maybe there would be a middle ground there. I have no idea. You know, that's obviously just guessing. But a middle ground would definitely have been great, where it was turned a little darker, but then also still had that fruit note, you know? Because it's still on the nose.
Yeah, it's still there on the nose. It's really nice nose. Like I said, it improved on there. That first initial palate improved. But for me, mid palate and finish on there, it went downhill with the water.
100%. Yep, exactly. Yeah, start to mid was like great, and then it's like, it wasn't bad. It's just,
it just didn't really impress me as much.
Yeah.
Compared to without the water.
And I feel like it tastes like we did like 4 drops of water, but it tastes like we really proofed it down. Like it tastes like 90 proof now, and there's no way it's 90 proof. It's still got to be at least 100 proof.
But no, I think I liked it better without the water. It was a bit more bolder, a bit more complex.
Yeah.
And like I said, it definitely had the finish on there that met the nose and the palate.
Yeah. Now I will say this: I would still rather have it with the water than have that blood oath.
I'm gonna agree with you on that.
So blood oath be staying taking the L's.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a damn good bottle. You can still actually get these readily available at all the local like Total Wines and Bevmos and stuff, which is kind of crazy considering how good of a bottle it is for the price too. So if you guys haven't picked up one of these bottles yet, and you're just kind of sitting on it for some reason, you really, if you like good fruity bourbons, you really shouldn't pass up on this. It's a damn good bottle, and you're hard pressed to find a much better bottle at that price point. But I think that's gonna be it. You got any concluding thoughts?
No, I mean, I'm just gonna agree with you on there. I mean, at the price point, damn good bottle. I liked it. I let my dad try some of it. He loved it.
Okay.
So.
And your dad's a Scotch guy, right?
No, not necessarily. He's a beer drinker, but every now and then I have some whiskey on there. He'll go, "Oh, let me get a little bit on there. Here, try this. Kind
of like how I am with Doggone,
yeah, he does like his Highland Park 12-year-old Scotch on there. But everything I've given him, he goes, can't go wrong with it.
Right on. Okay. Well, that's going to be it, guys. If you guys have any bottles that you'd like for us to check out, let us know down in the comments below. We'll try and get a hold of either the bottle or at least a sample so we can bring that review to you guys as soon as possible. But other than that, we'll catch you guys next time.